Hi, you're watching Bantams SmallTalk, sponsored by Peckover Transport. We give you results, not excuses. So here we are with yet another edition of Bantams SmallTalk, sponsored by Peckover Transport. We give you results, not excuses. Today, I'm absolutely delighted to be joined by another former Bantam in Gordon Watson. So first of all, Gordon, thanks for your time, and have you had a good day first of all, buddy?
Yeah, it's only halfway. I live in Costa Rica, Nick, but really appreciate you asking me to come on and chat all things Bantams.
Yep, obviously I remember you playing, and I really enjoyed you playing for us. So first of all, can you tell us about your transfer from Southampton to Bradford in 1997? What made you want to join the Bantams, and how did it come about? Because I remember it being quite a big shock signing, the team and everything. Watson says yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically things weren't going to plan at Southampton. They was having a little bit of a panic up, and I remember Graham Souness coming in and saying, we've had an offer from Bradford, we've accepted it, what do you think? And I just went, laughable, and walked off. And he like, what do you mean laughable? I went, well, I think I'm okay to play here. So anyway, a couple of the other coaches said to me, well, you might as well listen. I mean, listen, the game's all about getting chances, and he's saying you're not going to get a chance here. So yeah, I listened to Cammy. Obviously, I knew Chris Waddle from Sheffield Wednesday days. I knew a few of the other boys as well. Not many people will remember, but Nicky Moran, he was at Charlton with me as a young schoolboy before he went to Middlesbrough.
Yeah.
So again, and I knew quite a few of the players. And when I spoke to the chairman said, look, we're bottom of the league. It's like the end, I think it was like the last week of January, something like that. He said, and if you help us stay up and Premier League club comes in for you, then we will let you go happily, because you'd have done the job for us. So for me, it was like, well, I think I can score goals in the Premier League, so scoring goals in the Championship should be no problem whatsoever. Got off to a really good start, and and then it all went a little bit pear-shaped, but it all came rosy in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking at, I think he scored about 21 appearances, and he scored 5 goals. Which of those goals would you say is your most memorable for the 5 goals for City?
All of them, really. All of them, because the first one was at home, we won 1-0, and it was my home debut. So again, that's always great, because I scored and we got 3 points that were needed. Then obviously I had the incident, let's say, on February the 1st that put me out for 18 months. And then scoring the 2 in the last 5 minutes that's still remembered so fondly by everybody associated with Bradford City, and obviously myself and my family. 1-0 down with 5 minutes to go, and you come on and score 2 in a Yorkshire derby. I mean, yeah, listen, people want to talk about limbs. I saw people falling down 20 row of steps behind the goal. So yeah, listen, and then obviously getting the goal away at Barnsley when we were chasing to get promoted in the Premier League, and we won 1-0, and then getting the goal at Queen's Park Rangers to seal our fate was in our own hands going into the last game of the season.
Yeah, because I was going to mention that attack, if you don't mind. Obviously I don't want to dwell on it, but I remember being right in front of it. I'm pretty sure. What was the recovery like, and what was going through your mind on the day it happened? Because I'm telling you, I remember watching it, and I was giving Graham. You see me stand up on the video, and I was giving him. I was telling him what.
Yeah, I don't watch it too often, though, Nick. That might surprise you, eh? I just remember I knew I was in trouble before I hit the ground, and then it was just 18 months of. There was complications, obviously, with a bone growing out a different way, because both of them got completely snapped. But the good thing was that I had the support of everybody, and it was almost like I became a new signing. And I had a young son as well that was born in '96. So imagine, he was not even a year old when I was potentially never going to play again. So I used him as a bit of a. Basically, he was my go-to in my mind of I couldn't quit. I could not quit, because, again, I've said this many times, that if he gets to that age when I need him to dig in, then I need to be able to not give him the opportunity or the weapon to say what, like you did, Dad. So no, I had to make sure that I gave it the best opportunity to come back, and obviously we were starting to get a better squad when I came back, and then obviously that 98-99 season will just live on in everyone's memories.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if that night hadn't happened, do you think you might have played for the club for a bit longer? Stayed at Bradford City? Oh, I think you'd have gone back. I don't think your plan future would have worked out differently.
Well, I first of all, I think I definitely would have scored goals in that between sort of February, March, and April. That's a minimum of 12 to 14 weeks, so maybe 15 games. Yeah, I think I probably would have had a decision to make. I fancy I would have gone back into the Premier League, but again, who was to envisage that 2 years later we went there on our own merits?
Yep. And obviously, all the clubs that you played for, which would you say was your fondest moment, and for which club?
I was really fortunate. I was really fortunate because I had fond memories wherever I went, because I embraced myself with the crowds, with the club.
Yep.
I mean, obviously Sheffield Wednesday, I spent 4 years there when Sheffield Wednesday were probably one of the top 3 or 4 sides in the country. We played in Europe, we played cup finals, we had a squad of internationals, and I was a young boy learning my trade. And then at the other end of the spectrum, I went to Hartlepool, and I got voted North East Player of the Year. I remember they were in a similar spot, a couple of leagues below, and I scored the goals, and they were like third from bottom when I went there, and I think I scored something like 18 in 30. And this is after obviously coming back, maybe 3 years after, and we got beat in the playoffs, and then the next season we got promoted as runners up, and in between that, obviously Bradford was just great because of the highs, the lows, and obviously no one would have believed if you told them in 1997 that at the end of the 99 season we would go up, not through the playoffs, we would go up automatically to the Premier League.
Yeah, I still remember that game, because I wasn't actually at the game. I remember sort of being in one of our local pubs, and I had to keep walking out.
What, the Wolves game?
Yeah, I remember it clearly.
Yeah, crazy 3 or 4 days. And I'm known, and obviously I rely on my memory for what I do, for my job now. So I can honestly tell you that I cannot remember from getting back into Bradford after the Wolves game for about 3 days. I cannot remember. I think it rained, which is strange, but also there's good reasons why I can't remember. I found myself in a shebeen. There was all sorts going on, and I was just embracing it all because it was the end of the season.
Yes. So what do you do with yourself these days? Do you play any golf, or what are you doing these days?
Well, I used to, but now I've been in Costa Rica now over 5 years. I present all of the I present content for BetUS. So I cover the Premier League, Bundesliga, Serie A, and La Liga, World Cup, AFCON, Copa America, Champions League, and Europa League, and I do horse racing and golf, and some of the tennis shows as well. So yeah, really busy, but I love it. And they say you never work a day's work in your life if you do something you love.
Yeah, and obviously, talking of Bradford City, when you used to go on away games, which would take quite a long way, can you remember who you roomed with, and can you recall any sort of really funny moments with the teammates that you stayed with? Obviously, it might have changed per game.
Yeah, I roomed with, our squad was really real good mix, I think Jamie Lawrence I was very close to. But I mean, when I go round and I think I had many or quite a few different room partners. The manager was very good. He did like to mix it up so that we weren't always with the same ones.
Yeah.
Funny stories.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean I've got to keep it clean, but I mean we were a team of delinquents, or a squad of delinquents. We were like one flew over the cuckoo's nest. I like to say that. If we could push it, we pushed it, and we were lovable rogues, I would say. And that's why Paul Jewell did such an unbelievable job. Remember, Paul Jewell's job, it was his first time as a manager. And he led us to the Premier League with experienced players, with youth, with flair, with freedom, with enjoyment. Don't get me wrong, there will be scraps, but that's part of being competitive. And I always loved the fact that we could fight with each other, we could hug with each other, we'd go to City Hall on a Tuesday night together. If there was a night out, there weren't 3 or 4 splinter groups, there'll be like 15 of us. So that togetherness got rewarded. And what a job he did, because remember, that was his first job. Training was fun. It was just everything you'd want. And it was so fun. But as far as funny stories, yeah, I mean, listen, it all depends what one person finds funny and the one doesn't. I've seen the boys falling over. I remember walking down Harrogate High Street in a Sylvester the Cat outfit because we went in fancy dress. And I didn't realise, I think some of the boys went and got changed to go to a club, but I just went in the club as Sylvester the Cat, which was great.
Yeah, I quite like fancy dress myself, so I'm doing something at Halloween, so...
Okay.
Do you actually ever hope to return to Valley Parade, perhaps when you come over to the UK? Is your intention to perhaps visit the Valley Parade, watch a game, or stand in the middle of the pitch?
Yeah, it's strange. Stand in the middle of the pitch and get booed. No, not to be honest. I mean, because I'm so busy. I've not been home for a long while. I have no plans. I keep up to date with everything that's going on. I've still got friends that are there. I know Jamie comes up quite a bit, and I speak to him regular. Yeah, it'd be lovely. It would be lovely to take in if that trip comes about. But it's not as if I'm just nipping round the corner, you know.
No,
it's like a 14-hour journey on the other side of the world. But again, yeah, if I do get the opportunity, then maybe I will take that.
Yeah, before we have a bit of fun, sort of soccer aim style, is there anything else that you want to tell us? Do you want to promote any charities or thank anyone special? This is your opportunity to sort of get a message across for your opportunity to say what you want.
I'd like to. I've done it many times. Obviously, I'd like to thank the Bradford City fans for their faith. I'd like to thank my teammates for their never say die attitude, togetherness, and obviously the manager and his staff for giving us a memory that will go down in the history of a big football club. And that's another thing that you don't always realise what you're doing at the time. And it's being able to sit down, you're really privileged because so many people, my age, your age, who were there and went through that promotion. The promotion for me was more important than the actual then staying up the year after, because one doesn't come without the other. It is almost like the chicken and egg. You must stick together. And remember, we didn't have a good start to 98, 99. And then when we got on a roll and the belief came about, that it was all about the togetherness. And they were the best times.
Yep, I still remember that season clearly. So I don't know whether you've ever managed to watch Soccer AM being over so far away from England. But if you, we'll just quick fire answer question. So,
no worries.
So first of all, what's your nickname? Have you got any nicknames?
Only Flash, obviously from blonde hair, blue eyes, and born in the 70s, and the other nicknames are not obviously till after the watershed, you know.
Yep. I'm asking how old you are. I think you're about 8 years older than me. I think I'm not sure.
How tall am I?
How old?
Oh, I'm 53.
Yeah.
Good advert for skincare, huh? Skincare and no alcohol. A young woman.
Yeah, and for those people that obviously didn't know you, can you remind them what position you played? And obviously I know what position you were, but...
Yeah, and those people, I was a striker. I was a goal scoring striker, not a target man. I was a striker.
And where are you originally from then?
I'm originally from South London, even though I was born in a Kent hospital, but basically just over the border. But yeah, I'm a South London boy. Yeah,
your football idol then?
My football idol depends really. I'd like to say Brian Robson was always like the hero once I got to sort of 11 to 15. Before that, it was probably Kenny Dalglish and Bob Latchford.
Yep. If you were a footballer, what do you think you would have been?
I'd probably work on the market, or I'd do something to do with maths.
Yeah, well, I think you've already gone through this already, but your favourite footballing moment of all time, even if it wasn't yourself playing, your most favourite footballing moment?
My favourite footballing moment?
Yep.
Yeah, really strange. I've got a couple, if you don't mind me indulging you. I scored in the Sheffield Derby in front of all the Sheffield United fans, which was absolutely brilliant because we won 3-1, packed Hillsborough. I scored for Hartlepool when my son was the mascot, and we won 1-0. So again, so that was Hartlepool, Oxford. But yeah, probably, and scoring the 2 goals coming back from injury was stuff of fairy tale. I mean, you just could not write that script. It was meant to be, and that will live as long in anyone's memory who was at the game. They still say that, some people say that it's their favourite moment of being a Bradford City fan, which that should tell you everything. It's not just my favourite, it's their favourite moment as well. So scoring both of them, obviously the first one was great, the second one, yeah, the whole, I played all around the world and it was noisy.
Yeah, who's your best footballing friend and who did you really get on with? Best friend in football? I
try to get on with most people, to be honest, but a lot of people, they're your teammates and not your friends, you know, they're work colleagues. Jamie would be very close to me because of the trust element of what we have together. And which is great because we also have that understanding that we can disagree with each other and not take it personally, but also back each other up when we need it and have faith. Matt Le Tissier has been very, very close to me. Well, I'm just trying to work out, over 30 odd years now. So yeah, Tiz would probably be my closest friend in football. But I had so many from when I was a youth team at Cholton. We used to have WhatsApp groups. So I'd hope to think that I was one of those, if someone needed me, I would be there for some kind of support. But yeah, most of them, I really enjoyed playing with them, and I enjoy their company if and when we meet up.
Yeah, the most skillful player that you played alongside, that you played with?
Probably a cross between Chris Waddle for skill, because with Chris Waddle it was a case of you knew what was coming and you still couldn't stop it. Or Matt Le Tissier, because he basically scored goals from his mind, and he shot before people even thought it was possible to shoot. So I'd say Chris Waddle for out and out, just dazzling feet and outrageous ability was Matt Le Tissier.
Yep, and go on, and the best player played against?
I played against Real Madrid, so I mean obviously that would be an easier one, but I would say my toughest Premier League opponent would have been Sol Campbell, because he was so sharp, so strong. But I was also a little bit unfortunate to play against some of the best centre backs that I've ever played in the Premier League, and I'm talking Bold, Adams, Keown, Pallister, Bruce. So yeah, they were proper hard centre backs, you know. But I was young at the time, but yeah, I don't know if it's possible to actually say one, but if I had to, I'd probably say that it was Sol Campbell.
Yeah. Messi or Ronaldo then?
Messi?
Or Ronaldo?
Oh no, hold on a minute. Oh no, what Ronaldo are we talking? Because there's the Ronaldo.
Cristiano.
R9.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
I mean, I don't even know where he gets a mention. I mean, because R9 is my favourite. R9 was, I said to you about fans or my favourite players. That was when I was like growing up as a kid and fandom. But R9 was my favourite player. Him and Zidane were my favourite players when I was a player. So, I mean, that tells you everything. R9 for me, if you're giving me Messi or the other one, then it's Messi all day long.
Yep. Your favourite curry then, if you have them? Your favourite type of curry?
Chicken.
Chicken, yeah. And do you like
my favourite type of curry?
Yep. Do you like a hot one or,
Yeah, hot one, yeah. Anything with chicken. So, yeah, I'm more than happy with anything that's hot, anything that's spicy. Absolutely love my spice. So, yeah, as long as it's chicken, yeah, I don't mind. If it's not chicken, then it's something else, I'll still eat it. But no prawns. I'm allergic to all shellfish and seafood.
I don't like it. Well, I don't like it, but I'm not So, probably.
Are you not spicy yourself, Nick?
Yeah, I like hotter the better.
Oh, is it? Well,
Oh,
what
yeah.
would be the hottest in Bradford?
Yeah, I'll have to send you some links. I've done a few challenges and I'll have to show you them. They're on YouTube.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. What about so what is it? Have they got names or are they just really strange curries?
Just sort of keema desi masala, chicken desi masala, keema vindaloo,
Okay.
chicken.
What about the file? Is there not a chicken file?
Yeah, there is one. I've got the world's, at Christmas I actually got the world's hottest curry set, so I've still got to try it, and it's got a file in it. So.
That's it.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't eat it on your own in case you go a bit pear-shaped.
Oh no, I think I've actually had one before, but. So what's your signature dish? Do you cook yourself at home?
Yeah, I do. I've been vegetarian now. Well, I say vegetarian. I do slip a bit of meat in if I eat out the house. But I've been vegetarian mainly. I'd say 90% of my diet is vegetarian. I'm very much ravioli with obviously spinach, kale. I do like all the pastas. I'm big into my Greek, so hummus, tzatziki. I do like my chicken side kebabs. Yeah. I honestly, I've been begging for a doner kebab, and I've not seen a doner kebab for ages, and that's me saying that I'm a vegetarian. So my signature dish would probably be a roast dinner, and it'd be roast chicken. That would be my best, with crispy, crunchy roast potatoes. Oh my God, I'm salivating, Nick. You're a bad man.
That's brilliant. And what would your karaoke song be? If you had to get a new one.
Song? Oh my God, I'll tell you what. As I am so bad at singing. It could be anything from Oasis to a bit. Oh my word! Yeah, Oasis. Obviously, Living on a Prayer with Bon Jovi. Something that I can shout out, but something I can get the crowd to help me with. I don't think I'm going to sit there and start singing like Marvin Gaye or Lionel Richie. But yeah, so anything Oasis, because they're all karaoke tunes.
Yeah, are you going to give us a quick rendition of a couple of lines, or is it something that you need to do when you're ready for your drink?
Well, you want me to sing? You want me to get my mic out? I've got a mic here. Look.
Yep.
So I don't know if you could like a bit George Michael or a bit of Oasis.
Yeah.
Or a bit of Oasis. All your dreams are made when you change to the mirror and the razor blades. So is that good enough for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
You buy tickets then, Nick, wouldn't you?
Yep, we'll stop one more. Obviously, you know that I've gone back to playing for the disability team because I used to play before COVID.
Yeah, what position do you play, Nick?
I've actually wanted to start training because since I've played since COVID, went back to training like a few months, and the league games are just starting. So I've been told that I should be able to at least play some league games, but I'll have to get it off work, you see. So, but I play for yeah, I'm a striker.
Oh yeah, good lad. Get all the plaudits, get all the women. So how old are you now then, Nick?
I'm 46 now.
Okay. Oh wow. So would you be one of the older players, or is there older than you?
There's a couple of even older. One a lot older. So.
Excellent. I mean, and do you get good support from the club and everything? Is it part of
the
club?
I think we're actually part of the club. We're actually called Bradford City Disability FC. So yeah, the supporting of us. Yeah.
Excellent. And Jakes does a great job in the community. Is he still doing the 1 in a million?
That's Craig. Yeah, he's still doing that. Yeah.
Jakes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Wayne Jacobs, isn't it?
Yeah, Cossage. Yeah. Wayne Jacobs. Yeah. Great lad.
Excellent. Yeah, great lad. Yeah, pure. Pure is the best way to, but it can be a bit spiky as well, which we like.
Yeah, because that was going to be a question. What do you think the importance of grassroots football is in players to getting to represent the club, especially Bradford City or any sort of football?
It's a dream come true for every young lad, and normally it's a dream come true for every dad of a son. Again, if you weren't good enough yourself and you have a son, then you hope that he makes it because it's our national sport. And for them to then, if you come from Bradford or you come from Yorkshire and you get to play for Bradford City, then yeah, it's a dream come true. I just hope that they all realise how lucky they are. But when also what comes alongside with the luck is the respect and appreciation of the long journey that's took them to get there. Because they don't just turn up at age 19 and be a player. They've had to go through all sorts of highs and lows, ups and downs.
Yeah, and last but not least, have you got any last messages to the Bradford City fans to keep the faith for the rest of the season? Because we made a fairly good start, and obviously, hopefully things will improve even further.
They will improve as long as they have, not the fans, but the club have stability, have a plan, stick to it through thick and thin, because there's been too many knee-jerk reactions for me. The place has been mismanaged. I think there's been non-footballing people, get me on my soapbox now, I think there's been non-footballing decisions made by, or footballing decisions made by non-footballing people. I think you go with a plan, you get the, you promote from within, as in bring through them young ones. If they're good enough, they're old enough, they're all cliches, but yeah, that's what I would like. I would like maybe 5 or 6 over the next 2 or 3 years to come through with a sprinkling of older players who appreciate what it's like to play for Bradford City. Put them together, and that'll be a recipe for success.
Yep, so obviously I want to thank you for your time, and obviously, what do you think you'll be doing tomorrow with yourself? Have you got any plans for the rest of the week?
Tomorrow you're sounding a bit like a policeman, aren't you, asking me all these questions about what I'm doing this week. Okay, I've just finished the La Liga show, because obviously there's a full La Liga card. I'll be preparing for my Premier League show on Thursday, Serie A Thursday, another La Liga program on Thursday, and then on Friday I do Bundesliga. So it's all soccer this week, or football. Yeah, we're just busy, and I've got games to watch as well. And then next week it's Champions League, so I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Right, so I just want to obviously, again, thank you for your time, and like I say, make sure you have a good week, and good luck with everything else that you've got to get done this week and tonight.
Thanks, Nick. Really appreciate it, and hopefully you'll get back in that team soon, and be a massive bonus.
Yeah, hopefully, because like I said, it does even just to play a few games is better than nothing. So we'll see you later, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. No worries.
Hi guys, and thanks for watching that interview with the former Bradford City striker Gordon Watson, and cheers Gordon once again for your time, especially with the time difference between Costa Rica and here in the UK. And once again, apologies for the lighting competitions, but obviously there's not a lot we could do, because by the time we did the interview it was dark in the UK, and my lighting in my bedroom ain't that fantastic for sort of interview type situations, but we got it done, and that's the main thing. So once again, as I say, Gordon, thanks for your time, and I really do appreciate your time and commitment to doing this interview. Hopefully next, guys, we're going to get out of another city, former City, Bradford City, in the form of Chris Waddle. So hopefully I'll give him a message over social media, and hopefully, touch wood, we can get that arranged, and then see what we can get on here on Bantams SmallTalk later on in this season. So we'll see how we can get hold of, and hopefully we'll be able to get hold of a few more absolutely fantastic interviews. So if you guys can give this video a like, a thumbs up, that'd be absolutely appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe, and also click that notification bell to keep you updated on the next edition of Bantams SmallTalk. Cheers guys, and don't forget, this is sponsored by Bradford Transport. We give you results, not excuses.